What's going on, guys? Swaggerly here, and I'm bringing you an awesome tips, tricks, spots, whatever video offensive and defensive strategies for the map Riot. Hope you guys enjoy. This is mostly for 1v1s and 2v2s. You can definitely use it for team ladder matches if you want to. But definitely, I might not fit your playstyle, but you can definitely take some of the stuff I say and spots I show you and use it in your everyday life. But yeah, guys, like the video and hope you enjoy.
Alright, so for the first offensive strategy here, this is for like mostly doubles and stuff. I guess you can kind of put this into team stuff. But really the first thing that you want to do is, well, this is really what I do. And again, this is kind of just for maybe 5-5 situations, 11th round type stuff. I wouldn't do this every single time. Maybe this first part you can do every single time, and maybe you can kind of make your own little strategy out of this. But some of the stuff that I like to do is, I'm sure you saw this a lot of COD champs. Well, I don't have a stun, but you hit your stun, and you toss it over this here, you aim it right here, and you do it, and you can't just let it go. You have to double tap X or whatever to make it actually, deploy or whatever, stun. But you could definitely, do that, get that little that little couple seconds of extra time because it's going to slow them down. Definitely get your placement. I'd use a sub if you're going to be this guy, the guy that rushes like this. But really, the setup that you have is, it's going to be different for your opponents every single time. They're going to be, coming through here. Maybe this guy's still going to push. You never know. So as long as you get the bomb down, you can. The best thing I do is just be opposite sides of the map. I like to do things, and I'll show you for my B strategy. I like to do things that are like unorthodox, things that you don't think about. I'm more of like a smart player. Try to play things just like, and if you have that, that's just another advantage you can have on your opponent. So you can plant somewhere that you'd like, if you plant here, if you plant here, he's probably gonna be there because that's what you plant for. Or if you plant here, he's probably gonna run back this way. Just like little things like planting here, but then running that way, might put you at a little bit of a disadvantage because you can't see it as well. But if the guy's back here looking for you for 15-20 seconds, then you're already at an advantage because he's got to get that bomb defused. Especially if you already get like a first blood, like say you send this guy and the guy with the submachine gun goes, rushes and kills him. The other guy's probably in mid somewhere or whatever trying to rotate, so you can get that bomb planted. And really, if you just stay on opposite sides of the map, a really good spot that I've actually had used against me several times is here. It's really hard and it's really easy to just dodge stuff. And then you can either go third story, or you can go in here and wrap around, or you can go underneath here and wrap. So many different things you could do. Or you can even get ballsy and push, whatever you want to do. But here's a good place to make sure you don't get ninja diffused because that's kind of a big problem people have. Believe it or not, it's just not checking the bomb. And then I would definitely try to come down here somewhere. You can go down there. It's kind of an obvious spot. But most spots are kind of getting more and more obvious here. A spot that I kind of was looking at, and if you get flanked or whatever, you're kind of messed up. You can sit up there. You can sit on this. Basically, just get in a position where you can just run. That's really the best position on top of this bus here. But you can, say you run here, and just really, once the bomb is planted, you got 45 seconds that you have to kill. So, the first 10 are they're going to be them probably actually getting to where they can see you. And if it's all about time. If you're on the bomb, you don't even have to really commit to them completely. You can just put some shots into them. I don't know. That's how I play it. I just play like smart because, how many times can somebody get out the bomb and they're laying down like this and put a couple shots into them, they might keep defusing, but also they might get up and shoot you, and they have a head glitch and you have nothing. You do have height, which is a great advantage. Get yourself in positions where you can really mess with the opponent, stuns, all that stuff. It's really just a time game. So this offensive side is just all about, trying to make sure that your opponent just doesn't have enough time to defuse the bomb. That actually will mess with their head a lot, especially if you just play like, dude, come on, challenge continue chilling. It'll kind of get in their head because you really don't have that trash talk element in this game. So you can just kind of taunt them and stuff. Just show them that you're a really smart player, and that'll piss them off enough. Trust me. Alright, so for my second strategy, it's for B, obviously. You can choose which route you're going. I'm kind of letting you guys decide the route, just because you guys have different playstyles than me. So what I do is not going to be what you guys do. I mean, I'm a really slow player, but I'll say the ASM one. But I wouldn't really suggest going up there. It's a good spot, but everybody looks there. So for here, it's kind of the same thing. It's going to really depend on if you can get a first blood or not. But what I like to do is try to get that first blood or whatever. B is really the bomb that really not as many people go to. They're really going to be either third story or they're going to be mid or over in at A or something. So try to get the bomb down. And again, you can plant it in a weird place. Like this one. You plant here, it's kind of like a middle spot. Plant here, it's kind of like back there because everybody looks back there. But the spots I've had success with is just playing it really wherever to make your opponent think. And when they come around the corner, let's look up from third story. They're not looking here. I mean, this is not the place that I look. And that's kind of how I play. Go to places like obvious sometimes works. Like sometimes standing right here. I mean, I'm not saying this is a good strategy, but like, as you obviously have lots of places, but sometimes like obvious things work. Like people are, oh, that's way too obvious. I'm not gonna go there. It actually works more often than not. So, I would go here and maybe have a guy. I was debating on which one to show you, but maybe have just a guy chilling here. And if you die, just do like this number. I mean, or maybe you can just have him sit here, keep an eye on the bomb. You die, and he can go. He can get out of there. Again, it's just like a time thing. That's just like being smart and running the time down. Especially if he taunts him, he sees you, like right here or whatever. He just kills your opponent. Like not your opponent, your teammate. He kills your teammate. He's down here. Throw a stun and just run. Just piss him off. Like, it's all about playing smart because now he's always third story. He's stunned. Bam. That's a kill. That's the round. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Definitely something easy for you guys to do. If you guys can kind of adapt what I say into like your own play style, because like I said, the way I play is really slow and smart. That's why I'm not really good at variant stuff. Like I'm good at hardware or whatever, but I just really am like into SnD, so that's why I'm giving you tips on it. But yeah, just maybe my strategies you don't have to do like my spots or whatever, but definitely try to work what I'm telling you like into your strategies or with your own teammate, because that's where you're really gonna thrive the most. Because like I said, people when they come over here, they're not looking here. They're looking here, back here. They're not gonna, if they come around this corner like this, I guarantee they're not gonna look up there. So you are gonna have that advantage. You've got height on them. They don't have any cover. I mean, you're good. So yeah. So now on to defense. All right, guys. For defense, it's pretty simple stuff. A, I'm going to show you a passive and then a aggressive defense for A and B. So for A, my passive defense would be, I don't have the right class, but it's going to be the sniper ASM overkill class that you've seen probably in COD Champs 1,000 times. And basically you're just going to be here. And yes, it is an A defense, and yes, it is passive, just because you're going to kind of protect middle, because a lot of pushes are through middle. And you're going to have that sniper presence. And this is really only going to work maybe 1 or 2 rounds, just because if you have a sniper and you snipe somebody mid, they're probably not going to come mid anymore. They're going to find other ways to get to you. So, like I said, this could be like a 5-5 defense or something like that. It's really safe defense, because especially with 5-5, a team is either going to be extremely passive or going to be extremely aggressive. And especially if they've been extremely passive the whole map, Them being extremely aggressive is pretty likely for 5-5, just because a lot of people are like, all right, let's just go, come on. So if those stuns, and I mean, yeah, they can kick a stun up here, but if you got a sniper aiming right here or maybe at the doorway, you're gonna pick them off, even if those stuns just to make that first blood. So then my aggressive defense is pretty much going to be almost the same thing, where you really don't need to have a sniper. You just need to come out here and make sure check your corners, obviously, and just chill in here. You can come out. I mean, it's just really, I don't know. It's pretty easy. It's pretty cut and paste. Pretty simple. But the fire wall hole in the wall here is a great place for you to go, because if they're not making an A push, you've got access into their base and then into their third story, which is, height advantage, all that. Only disadvantage you have is your footsteps and then your shadows that actually come through these like this. I don't know if you know that, but if you're down there and you walk across here, you can see the shadow. So keep that in mind for sure. But that's the only really bad thing, to be honest. But if you push up here and you don't see anybody up here, and you take a little peek here and you don't see nothing up here, I mean, you got wherever you want to go. If you want to flank, good. If you want to go back and be like, hey, they're not even at A, I can come double up with you at B, that would be even better. That'd be just awesome. So then, for B, I got 2, and the aggressive one's a little it's pretty aggressive, to be honest. So for the first one, I would just honestly have an ASM with maybe stuns or Simtexes. Oh, and for the fire one on A, I would have Simtexes. Actually, for both of them, I would have Simtexes. If you have 1 or 2, whatever you have, I would have at least 1, because if you need to run down those stairs and hit the bomb, so this one I would have kind of the same thing. And this only works if you're both running the passive defense. So if you got a guy that's sitting here chilling and watching mid, then this would work. If not, then you're kind of screwed. Well, you're not really screwed, but it's just not good. So this is it. All right. So 90% of people, when they come out to plant a bomb like this, they're not gonna have their stuff on, their EXO ability of mute. So and if they do, I mean, you just have to. It's not that hard, but you'll still be. So they come up here, you can hear them. Like, for God's sakes, you can hear them. So just sit here. You're almost like 90%. From the front side, they can't see you at all. From the back side, they'll be able to see you. But you guys got mid, so you should be okay. Just sit up here and make sure they don't come above you. You'll probably hear some kind of EXO, but just make sure they don't come above you. I stay here a lot, and people will just, bam, you're dead. Peace. See you later. And then for my aggressive, I would definitely say that in almost every doubles match and most team ladder matches, maybe one person will sit in this room or something and watch the flank. More or less, they'll be third story watching flank, sitting way back there. My thing would be this. Come here, into this corner, and nope, nobody's playing. Chill. And you can have an ASM sniper combo. That's probably what I would run for this aggressive one, because say there's stuff popping off at A or whatever. They decide to rotate him. You can choose to shoot them, or you can be like really smart, let them go. You see they have bomb, pull out your sniper, peace. They're gone. You got bomb down, other guys somewhere. You go get with your partner, 2v1, get trades, game over. This is kind of, I don't really have an aggressive and a passive for offense, because really on offense I like to just be kind of a pick person. For defense, I do have an aggressive thing just for those, because defense can be really monotonous and just like repetitive, just because it's like, oh, well, whenever they come to me, it's really fun. But you can kind of shake things up and go back there and chill, which is a really obvious spot. Don't get me wrong. It's a really obvious number 1 for offense, but for defense, it's not so obvious, because nobody really expects you to be all the way back there on the B bomb. And in 1v1 is really great, because you got a lot of cover that can't really see that well. And a lot of people like to play at B in 1v1s. There's bomb down. Like to play at B in 1v1s, at least from my experiences. So, yeah. hope this helps you out, guys. And yeah, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Swaggerly is out.